Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 1 of the Purger podcast. I'm here joined today by MajorEvent. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's nice. So, what have you been up to lately?
Usually just running around on pit. Not as of this week because it's castle map and it sucks. But usually just doing Ubers, that kind of stuff. Not much
Yeah.
else.
The first topic I'll discuss with you about is the pit game mode itself. In your own words, how would you describe the current state of game mode?
Um, in my words, the current state is basically it's evolved into like do whatever you want or do whatever you can to win, if that makes any sense. Like if you look at your group, if you look at Dawn, if you look at almost any group,
Yeah.
they don't have much like not quite morals. I don't know the word for it, but they just don't care. Like they'll do anything they can to
They
win.
don't
So,
follow the rules of the server.
they usually have hoppers. They usually they'll scam whenever possible if it means a large benefit to them. Like they just don't
hmm
have much care. Like they just want to win and like that's their main goal. They'll do anything to get that. So
Yeah.
the state of the game is kind of just like do whatever you can to win or deal with the people who are doing whatever they can to win.
If you could change, add, or remove one thing from the game mode, what would it be?
Honestly, okay. Me personally, I would remove darks, but that won't be good for the game. But like it would help me, but that's like being really selfish, because I just have the
Yeah,
best
you have one of
outfit
the
in the
best
game.
sets. Yeah.
But like that would be really bad for the game. But me personally, I would say remove darks just because it would help me a lot.
hmm Where would you rank yourself among pit players gear wise?
Gear what definitely depends. Right now or what I
Right
can be.
now, your
Okay,
current
right now I'm like probably top 5
top 5.
because yeah, so, Print 2 Gamble 1, Parasite Volley, the one of the best lifesteal bills. But like if I was using the like the full Huntsman set, like the lifesteal 3, Bill 3, Punisher 2 and all that, I would be number 1 or number 2. The only competitor with that set is like Rage Pit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When you came back after being banned for duping, your e-chest inventory wiped. How'd you quickly get stacked with one of the best sets of the game at that time?
Honestly, I don't even know. I can't really remember. Actually, I do remember a bit. So before I got unbanned, I was playing on Xrosh's account. I think you remember
Mm-hmm.
that. So I
Yeah.
had like a not a good set, but I had like some items on there. So I just transferred them over, and then from that, me and Miner just started playing, every day. Uh, I just like we just streaked like 8 hours every day, even on school days, and we just kept grinding, kept building ourselves up, and
Mm-hmm.
eventually I hit Pres 30.
How many of those items were remnants of your old dupe?
Ooh, let me think. All right, so the XP Boost 2, Perun 2, Executioner 2, that was from my dupe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can't really think of any other item that was. Maybe the prot sets I was using. I don't remember where I got the prot sets from. They were probably either I duped them or Automize duped them. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, I don't think any of my other items were duped.
All right. Let's move the focus away from Pit and let's talk about music a bit. You are a big Aries fan, am I right?
Yes.
What is your favorite song of his?
I used to Carousel used to be like my favorite song out of any artist. I
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it is anymore though, but I don't know. Most of his songs are just like really, I don't know. They're all bangers, I guess. Fool's
Yeah.
Gold came out like less than a week ago, and it's
Mm-hmm.
really good.
As we know, you run one of the biggest pit YouTube channels. What are some tips you can give to smaller content creators who want to make quality pit videos and want to grow faster?
One thing I've noticed with like the smaller YouTubers is like just try to keep a focus of the video on like what you're doing. Like try not to just leave in like random just like random bits if you're doing like, like a commentary or
Yeah.
something like that. Just because I see a lot of videos that are like 20, 30 minutes long, but it's just like sometimes it's just unedited or un like unspliced or like it's just like the raw footage and like most people don't really like watching that.
Mhm.
That's what I think at least. I'm not entirely sure, but
There was a huge exposed video made on you by Pitfall. How would you
Yeah.
recover from that if you did at all?
Let me think. Give me a second. So the initial reaction was everyone was like, everyone hated me for a solid week, month, maybe more than that. I don't know. Everyone hated me. And then I made the response video, which looking back, it did kind of suck. But I mean, at the same time, it is kind of hard to like explain yourself when you literally did do because I did scam Jeffrey Cullen, and like I couldn't really defend that much. But some of the stuff he said in that wasn't true. I specifically told my friends to not dark hop on Saito. I did not scam Sudi's pants. He actually knows that now. Like, me and Sudi are friends again, if you didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, some people just I don't know, the common thing back then was that Major is this manipulative person who will use his own friends for his benefit. But the people who are friends with me, just the people who are close with me, just know that's not the case. So I don't know.
I asked my Discord Purger community for some questions to ask you. Link in description. Check it out for some awesome giveaways and spicy news. Skilldish asks, do you still have a problem with Gamble Enchant as you did in the past?
Oh, I know why he asked that. All right, so one day I was streaking on X-Rosh. I was trying to max out. I was probably 10, 20 levels away from the max level back then.
Yeah.
And then, I'm just streaking in mid, and then all of a sudden I just die. I just go to spawn. I'm like, wait, what? And I look in chat. Skilldish used Gamble 3 on me out of nowhere. And, I was really pissed. Well, I don't really care anymore, but I don't know. I don't have as much a problem with it now. I think it is still... Actually, as of recently, it is pretty bad, because Aura of Protection, you can just use Gamble freely.
Yeah. And
I
Hermit.
do think that is... Yeah, and Hermit. I do think that is a problem. That was not intentional, from what I can tell, because I was in Conclave back then. We reported that the day after the update, okay? Because, we thought it wasn't intentional. And then months later, MiniCloon is in a pit lobby and says, wait, Hermit works with Gamble? That was just, that must have meant he never looked in the bug report section in Conclave for months, or he just somehow missed it. I was really... I don't know, I don't know the word, embarrassed almost that he managed to not know about that.
And he still hasn't fixed it.
He still hasn't patched it. Yeah, it's so dumb.
Do you feel like Pit's being thrown out by MiniCloon, or I don't know how to describe it, unrecognized as MiniCloon as one of the main priorities of his?
Yeah, I would say yes, but that's mainly well, I'd say two reasons. One, Skyblock, of course. Skyblock has, I think, more than 10 times the size of Pit. I'm not too sure about the exact numbers, but, it's way bigger.
Yeah.
And then the second reason, this community is just, really toxic, to him, to everyone. But, making an update and then being responded to with just a bunch of shit talking and, why would you add this? It's just really demotivating from my eyes. Because, if I was a developer, I made an update, everyone hated it, that would just be really demotivating for me to want to make another update for that community.
Honor asks, tits or ass?
That's a hard one. Tits.
Alright. Party Creep asks, who is better, Waluigi or Wario?
Oh, I used to think Wario. Now I'm gonna go with Waluigi, just because that's kind of my character now. It used to be Wario, but
oh yeah. An anonymous user asks, "Can I have my Executioner 3 Mocked 3 Gold Boost 2 back?"
No.
Okay, this individual was doxxed on request by you. Do you feel like his attempt to dox you and failing justifies him being doxed?
Assuming you're talking about Jeffrey?
Yes.
Alright, so I think my mindset during that was okay, this kid just tried having me doxed. He failed miserably. When he did that, I just stopped having any care about that, basically. So I was just hey, the dude, look at, I showed ZZG, and I was hey, look at this. This is funny as fuck. And then they were oh, okay. And then they just did the same back to him, but like they actually. But looking back, that was kind of fucked up. Like I didn't have to do that. He failed at doxing me, but let me see if I can find a screenshot. Actually, 1 second. Trying to remember where it was. It was in a. Oh yeah, it's in this. All right. Has image from Sudi. Oh yeah, here it is. All right, this is pretty funny. I'll send this to you. He was being really cocky about it, so we kind of just had to shut him down. Like, look at this dude.
Yeah, I'll be showing this image on the screen right now.
Like, he was just like, I don't really know how to explain it.
Was he trying to like appeal towards Sudi because of his bit video he made on you?
What do you mean?
Like, was he trying to get praise from Sudi? Thinking
probably, maybe. I'm not too sure. That man's mind is an enigma. I will never understand him.
if you could go back and erase all the scamming, duping, and other bad stuff you did in the past, would you?
The scamming, I definitely would. Like, I don't like looking back. Like, it was fucked up, and I honestly don't really need the sword that I took from Jeffrey. But the duping, it was. I'm gonna be real with you. It was fun. It gave me like I don't remember the word. It's like dopamine rush or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But it was really fun. And then 10 days later, I got perm banned. But to be honest, I kept duping and enchanting like dupe tier 2s on alts, and like I just had a lot of fun with that because you were just able to like make anything you wanted if you just tried hard enough. Like tier 2 Perun, you can make that anything you want. You can make that a gamble, a healer. Like I don't know why you'd want that, but it was just really fun. And I'm unbanned from it. I did get stat wiped, but I don't know. I'm over it. I guess I wouldn't regret the duping just because it was like a really fun experience. But the scamming, I would regret that and not do it.
As many people know, you're in a relationship with another pit YouTuber, and the community has attacked both of you for this relationship with constant slander, hate, memes, and jokes. How do you feel about that?
All right. So at first they were kind of funny. Like the like I'm not gonna re-say it, but like what Tangy, like the video, like his narwhal impression,
Yeah.
At first that was kind of funny. It was funny. I was like, dude, like someone just did this. Wait, that's so dumb. Like, but now it's just gotten annoying. It's like some people will like actually think that was her in the video. Like Pink Eve thought that. Artie Creep thought that. So it's like genuinely just like misinformation at this point, and it's like overused and not funny anymore. Like, don't get me wrong, it used to be kind of funny, I guess, but now it's just not.
Yeah. One final question. The community, as we know, is a really toxic place. Do you believe it can ever be fixed?
The only way it could be fixed is if the community realizes what it's doing is wrong, like what they're doing is hurting the game, and they have to fix it themselves, because like there isn't really a moderation to do that. Like they have to moderate themselves, because like sure there's staff that can ban hoppers, but like that hoppers is just like a small portion of the toxic community. So like people just need to realize like what they're doing is wrong.
Thank you so much to MajorEvent for coming to the first episode of Purger Podcast. Make sure to subscribe to his channel. Link will be down in the description. Also, make sure to join Purger Community Discord. Link will be down in the description as well. And Major, we usually have an interviewee do an outro, so...
All right. Sub to me, or I'll hunt you. You'll get permed.
All right.